Welcome back to Bourbon Country
I
Reacts.
kind of wish you would have captured that reaction.
So,
I'm in my phone.
he was on his phone doing some research for Steve, who sent us a bribe.
Yep.
Looking up a very specific video.
Yep.
And, excuse me. And I just kind of snuck this Steven bribe in behind him. He didn't see it.
I didn't see it.
So he looks up at our screen and he goes,
Well, before that, I'm looking and Steven has a very special request. Right? So it's a special request because we're going to drop this the day that he retired from the military.
Yep.
After, I think he said 26 years or 27 years?
26, I think is what he said.
Something like that. 26, 27. Sorry, Steven. I can't remember. My brain, it sucks. Thank you, first of all, for your service. But I'm like, okay, so here's the song, and I'm telling Keith about it, and he's pulling it up on the YouTubes, and he goes to 3, 2, 1, and I go, oh, shit.
Because of that box.
That box.
So, Dustin knows what that box is.
Yeah, I know what this box is, and damn. This box has yet to contain anything we didn't enjoy.
Greatly enjoy.
And I mean, for those of you who haven't seen it yet,
We should just do like unboxing videos of these damn things.
it's an experience, right? So first of all,
Magnetic door.
it's got a magnetic box door, and then wait for it. Like that thing is beautiful. What?
Just reading the text there.
Well, it's always something special on the bottle too.
Yeah. The bottle's got a ribbon around it.
Silk, like a silk-esque ribbon. And then it's in a decanter.
The decanter's beautiful.
Always. But then Steven has the ability. He said at some point they were going to send us some glasses. I haven't seen them yet.
Yeah, I haven't either.
But Steven has the ability to get stuff written on the bottle.
Which editing labels is non-trivial. You have to file that stuff with the feds. What's it say? God knows what it says with him.
King Bourbonite. Is at the top. All right. It says, "It's me again, Margaret. Rye or die."
Which, if you haven't seen it, or go check our Ray Stevens, "It's Me Again, Margaret" reaction. What a song.
Rye or die.
Rye or die.
Are you a rye or die kind of guy?
I don't know, man. I do like my ryes.
Blow your socks off. Bow down to your king. No Burger King. No Burger King crowns.
We threatened that.
Yes, we did. Steven watches our videos, in case you didn't realize. So this is another Designer Dram.
And what Designer Dram is basically is a build-your-own blend company.
Yeah.
And they use extremely high-quality whiskeys of different types. And then as you're making your purchase, you go through, those are always real tight. You select the blend to...
Continue. You select the blend to what?
Dustin just punched himself in the face. And
That shit out of your glass.
he poured water on me after punching himself in the face. That was great. So what we have in this bottle is going to be a very custom blend that Steven selected and sent to us.
And we'll get to what he has blended when we get to the bourbon.
Yeah. Of course, it's in the box, isn't it? The blend details.
Yep.
So the song that Steven has selected is a Bob Seger song, and it's like a rock, but it's a specific dedication. I think this is a video created by a third party as a dedication to veterans past, present, future. I was kind of wondering, should we really do a Bob Seger song on the channel? But then I thought about it. Well, it's like a rock. That's in all those Chevy commercials from back in the day.
True.
It really does sound like a country song.
It kind of does.
So it kind of probably is a country song.
So he crossed genre, which some artists do.
They do.
Right.
I'm not a huge Bob Seger fan, but the chorus on that, I mean, I've heard the commercials, right? So everybody's
Like a
heard this.
rock. I don't remember the rest.
Stand and arrow straight. Yeah, I actually do remember parts of it, but I'm not a big fan of Bob Seger, but I think I'm going to like this song. I think the chorus is just really, really catchy and sounds good. So,
And it's a special song for Steven.
for Steven, it's got some special meaning, and let's
Cheers.
to
Cheers,
Steven and
Steven.
his service.
Stood there boldly, sweating in the sun. Felt like a million, felt like number one. The height of summer, I never felt that strong, like a rock. I was 18, didn't have a care, working for peanuts, not a dime to spare. I was leaning, solid everywhere, like a rock. My hands were steady, my eyes were clear and bright. My walk had purpose, my steps were quick and light.
Whoever put this together, just the imagery behind the song was pretty good to put the sniper in at the lyrics. My hands were steady, my eyes were clear and bright. Well done.
My walk had purpose, my steps were quick and light, and I held firm to what I felt was right, like a rock. Like a rock. I was strong as I could be, like a rock. Nothing ever got to me, like a rock.
So I just, the imagery, the like a rock and the flag going up on Iwo Jima, and it just made me think of like how Marines call Okinawa the Rock. As a duty station, that's its nickname. But yeah,
It's a lot of symbolism.
yeah.
As strong as I could be, like a rock. Nothing ever got to me, like a rock. I was something to see, like a rock. And I stood arrow straight, unencumbered by the weight of all these hustlers and their schemes. I stood proud, I stood tall, high above it all. I still believed in my dreams.
Desert Storm picture could have been me and my boys, looked just like us.
20 years now. Where'd they go? 20 years, I don't know. I sit and I wonder sometimes where they've gone. And sometimes late at night, oh, when I'm bathed in the firelight, the moon comes calling a ghostly way. And I recall like a rock, standing arrow straight, like a rock, charging from the gate, like a rock, carrying the weight, like a rock, oh, like a rock, the sun upon my skin, like a rock, hard against the wind, like a rock. I see myself again, like a rock, oh, like a rock.
Who was that?
Bruce Jenner, I think.
Really?
Never once. I've heard that song probably 100 times.
Uh-huh.
Never once have I viewed it through the lens of being in the military.
Uh-huh.
Hearing it for the first time, kind of thinking of it that way, really changed the flavor of that song for me a lot.
Right? That's a different song now.
Yeah, I don't think Bob Seger wrote it with veterans or service members in mind. But holy shit, if you want to look at it that way, it is applicable.
It kind of fits.
Fits quite well. So I think probably most of us who have served have a song or two that kind of... For me, I had one that just got in my head in boot camp
Yeah. Which one?
and just stuck.
What was it?
Of all people, it's a fairly obscure song by Twisted Sister. It's called The Price. And at Paris Island, the lyrics, it's the games we got to play and the price we got to pay. That really just tended to resonate. I couldn't get it out of my freaking head. And then I'd find myself on a long hump and hating life. And that song would come back. Games we got to play, price we got to pay.
Yeah.
So, yeah, this song's got a different flavor for me now. I'm not sure I'm ever going to be able to unhear it from that perspective. So, and it's interesting that Steven, I guess, from the beginning, has heard it from that view.
Yep.
And like I say, I think we've all probably got a song or two that,
Hit that way.
well, it was just probably what's in our heads when we arrived at receiving in boot camp and started that journey, and it fit and it stuck and it kept going. So I'm sure Steven will be in the comments like, yep, that's, or no, it hit me later on a deployment or whatever the case may be. But yeah, it happens. So this is good.
It's very rye. Floral rye nose.
So this is the character of this drink changes radically from the sip to the finish.
It does.
So up front, you get sweet corn, you get rye vanilla,
Yeah, it's a lot of rye vanilla.
and
It punches.
it's so good.
It is.
Then as it goes through the mid,
Chills out.
so the rye vanilla chills out, and what I'm getting is this roll in of oak, rye pepper, and lemon. Like gobs of lemon.
But to me, that kills the spice.
It does seem to fight with it, right? Yeah. Like it tampers down that rye pepper burn that normally comes in.
It's gone.
So it's still there. So what I'm getting is I still get the rye pepper on the edges, the sides of my tongue.
Really?
But the entire center of my tongue is just overpowered with this lemon and oak, and it's so good.
And vanilla.
Yeah. It's vanilla's still there. Yeah. So it's so
kind of carries through.
Yeah. So what's in this, man? What concoction has Steven brought us?
It has 10% bourbon, pure bourbon.
Just straight bourbon, okay.
20% rye bourbon.
Okay.
5% wheated.
Weird. Are you tasting the wheat sweetness? If it's in there, it's really subtle, I think.
I think that's kind of what chills out the mid.
Could be.
For me. 25% barley rye.
Okay.
And 40% pure rye.
For as much rye as that recipe
so
is in there.
For those of you following along at home, 40 plus 25 plus 20 are ryes.
Yeah. So we should expect way more pepper than I think we're getting.
Yeah. So all the pepper and that's why I'm like in the finish I don't get it, because I would expect a lot,
tons, yeah.
But to me, the rye pepper hits up front, which is weird. It's backwards.
We've had a few of those recently, and you're right. Let me validate.
There's a rye, like you remember how that bottle hit me in the face? It was kind of like that with up the front with the rye.
It's totally there. I didn't really get it until you mentioned it, but it is totally there.
It punches you up front, and then it just...
You don't mind the punch, though, because there's so much delicious vanilla flavor in it.
Yeah.
That you're like, whatever, and I want to swallow this, and this is good.
And I'm going to get more.
And I'm going to get more.
Nom.
Yeah.
You know what proof this is at?
It tastes a little high to me. Could be the rye throwing me off. I'm going to throw a guess out there at 105.
You're too high.
Am I?
Yep.
Pepper throwing me off. Where is it?
You're not too high by much.
Yeah.
So carry the 104.
What? Really?
47%.
Yep.
Is that right?
47.
No.
Yeah.
No.
No, that's 94. I'm off by
I want
6.
one too many ones. Yeah. 94.
So I'm off by 10%.
But it's the rye.
It is the rye.
It's gotta be the
rye throwing me off. I don't know, man. My proofing accuracy's not been great lately.
You got the vid?
Wow. Probably you fucking gave it to me, patient. Dude. All right.
Steven, thank you. And thank you.
Yep. Good song. Looking at it from that perspective was something I didn't expect to do tonight.
Yeah.
And kind of changes my view of the song.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And obviously, the Designer Dram is incredible as always. So, yeah, very much thank you for that. So, guys, if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and give us a like. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Drop down in the comments. Tell us what country songs we need to check out. Tell us what North American whiskeys we need to try. And we will see you next time.
See you later.